Oh, I am low-key dreading this. We're doing the haul of clothes that nobody likes to do, and that's the jeans haul. We're going to quickly address the obvious. I'm not very well. I am at the tail end of a cold. I'm on day 5 of the cold, so not contagious, but I am going to be making sure that I'm cleaning my hands and stuff whilst I'm touching the clothes, so please don't panic. But I'm just going to get that out of the way because I sound whaley, and if this sounds horrific and it makes the haul awful, I do apologise. It's probably going to go up and down. It keeps coming and going. Currently, it's sounding a little bit whaley, but fingers crossed for the majority of the haul, my voice is going to sound normal, I'm going to be able to breathe, and I'm not going to get too out of breath, and I'm not going to get too frustrated with these clothes. If you are not subscribed, I did a vlog the other day, a sick day vlog, and in that I was trying to figure out my sizing for jeans. I'm not going to repeat all of it because I ranted for a while in that vlog, but let me tell you, I have no freaking clue what size I am in jeans. The jeans that I own currently are 32, 34, 32, 34, 30, 36, right? The 32, 34 is too big. The 32, 34 is far too small and I can't even button them up. The 30, 36 fits me okay, but it's just way too tight and uncomfortable. So from that, and then when I measured myself, I actually was measuring at a 38, 28. No, 30, 28. I have no idea, but suffice to say, I don't know what size jeans I am. Measurement wise, I am 5'8", so I teeter on a tall. I've always assumed I was a tall. I've always assumed that I'd be 36. But apparently I'm fitting in a 34 with my other jeans in the tall, in the length, sorry. They are too long for me, some of the 34. I normally am between a size 12 and a 14. I don't know my circumference, I don't know my weight. Please don't ask me. I am in eating disorder recovery, so I'm not gonna share that on the internet. So we've just went for a huge range of sizing. I say huge, that was an exaggeration. I've got a few different sizes. The majority of them are ASOS Design because I very much like having a waist and length measurement. If I do standardized sizing, there are some standardized sizing in here. So I think I've ordered 14s, but normally if I get a standardized size, they're too short or far too big. So I do love at ASOS Design and Topshop because they do have waist and length, but I thought I'd give it a go. We've got a few different styles in here. I've mainly gone for flare, but I think I've got a flare, straight leg, I have some skinny jeans, there's some cargo jeans, and there's a mix of colours. I've got blue, black, and I think the cargo are either khaki or green, I'm not entirely sure. I've got quite a lot. We're gonna get started because I know that's what you're here for. Really quickly though, please don't do hauls unless you need to. And by need to, I mean need that amount of clothes. I do this for my job. That is the only reason I am ordering a huge amount of clothing, alongside the fact that I genuinely need these. None of my jeans fit me correctly. So I do genuinely need this haul because I need to find some jeans that fit me. But please shop sustainably, only buy clothes that you need, try and buy clothes that are gonna last you a really long time, and don't order from Shein. Anyway, let's get on with the jeans haul. I've just chucked a sports bra on whilst doing this because then it means you can see how they sit on my waist and stuff. This is just the Tala sports bra from the last haul I did, I think. Tala was the last haul I did. I'm not gonna lie, we're not starting off strong. These are Misguided and these are a size 14, UK 14, and these are the Misguided Wrath straight leg jean in black. They don't fit. Forgot to mention something else about sizing. I do lift. I don't have the biggest quads in the world by any means. They don't even look like they're that big, but they are deceptively large. They don't fit into a lot of stuff. I know people are going to be thinking, go to fit jean. I don't feel like they're that big yet, but with this, maybe fit jean is going to have to be something that I start to look at. They are so tight around my quads. Like if I try and pinch anything, I can maybe get a centimetre off, but around my crotch is so loose. But then at the waist, tight. I'm not really sure what they thought was happening here. It was like they thought, right, these people are gonna have tiny waists, big, like, what do we call it, pouches, big pouches, and then thin quads. That's the body type we're going for. Doesn't really work for me. Height-wise, they're good. They're actually, they could do with being a little bit bigger, so they like pull on trainers. These wouldn't pull on trainers, I don't think. But if you're looking for something that like fits exactly to the ankle, These are it. I'm just doing lucky dips out of the bag and picked up the Misguided one straight away, but these actually don't even feel that great quality. The pockets, let's have a look. Tiny, absolutely tiny. Hate that, absolutely hate that. The button as well doesn't feel center. Like my belly button's here, and when I was trying to fasten it, I was like, that's weird. So they feel like they've been designed to sit center when not done up, and then when done up, it's actually going off to the left. It is a button and a zip. Let I breathe. But yeah, these are a bit of a flop, unfortunately. We're gonna go straight on to the next ones. Right, next up we have the Bershka high-waisted flare jeans in dark blue wash, and they were £32, and these are in a UK 14. First up, much nicer than the Misguided ones. I realised I bought those Misguided ones because they were £11 currently, so I was like, yeah, I'll try them. But these ones are a bit more expensive. These are nice. I do like the flare. I'm coming round to the flare. I'm in love with my taller flare leggings, so I'm coming round to the flare. They are so much more stretchier, there is so much more give. Like when I first put them on, I was like, oh, but then they stretched around my quads, which is really, really nice. There's a little bit of pooling at the top of my quads, which isn't great. The main issue I'm having with these is the front seam. It's up places. I don't know how to solve this problem. A lot of my stuff rides up in the front seam. I don't know if I need to get a bigger size to deal with that, or whether I need to get a taller size to deal with that. But if I do those things, it doesn't really seem to solve, it solves that problem maybe, but then just makes it worse in other places, because waist size for these, lovely. There's no kind of gaping at the back. I don't know what they're doing for my bum, I can't really see. Okay, completely flattening my bum. I don't think my bum's that flat normally. Not great, never mind. But waist-wise, really, really nice. No gaping, really fits me nice and snug. It's nice around the tummy because there is a little bit of stretch. The length-wise is nice. It is going to pool around the trainers a bit, but the front seam is just a no-go for me. It's already uncomfortable, and I've been wearing these for approximately 2 minutes. Pockets, tiny again, probably go to there. My partner, Jack, was showing me his pockets the other day in some jeans because we were talking about it. If men can get pockets that big, why can't we? Like, why is it stopping there? What is going to go in there apart from change? I don't know. I do have a problem with women's fashion, if you haven't already guessed it. But I actually am impressed with the sizing of these for like standardized sizing, and I am impressed with the stretch. It's just the front seam is intense and it's uncomfortable. Let's move on. These are probably the best so far. So these are the ASOS Design mid-rise 90s straight leg jeans in light wash. And they're a waist 34, length 32. The length's really, really nice. One thing relating to the last ones, these are counted as mid-rise. The last ones were counted as high-waisted. I'd actually say they sit in a similar place. I wouldn't count those last ones as proper high-waisted. They were more like mid-risey. So if you're looking for like a super high waist, I wouldn't go so much on them ones. So this is a jean, like there is no stretch to this. It is a jean, but it's actually quite nice. I've got room on my quads, like it doesn't feel too tight. Little bit round the very top, you know where like the fat sits, right at the top of your leg. Little bit tight there. Little bit of issue with my crotch. I think like standing up I'm fine, but I think if I sat down, it's not going to be very comfortable. Waist-wise, it's good. There's a little bit of gaping at the back. Not anything huge by any means, but nice, comfortable. They are all buttons, which I'm not the biggest fan of. I really, really like a zip. I also just don't find it very accessible because, you know, buttons are hard for a lot of people, so I'd much prefer a zip. The length on them, lovely. Really, really nice. Pockets, way better than the last two. Like, look, they go all the way down there. So much better. There are 2 back pockets, which is nice, and 2 front pockets. I like the colour. There is a nice colour. I'm just not so sure on the fit. I don't know about straight leg. I'm not sure if it's a me thing. I don't know if I would roll these up. I'm not that up to date on trends. So if you can let me know how I would like wear these correctly, please let me know. But let me try rolling them up. Oh, bending might not be an option in these. Yeah, I personally think they look way better rolled up, but because they're rolled up, I'd actually say I'd probably want to go for a 34 rather than a 32. They're just maybe a little bit too high when they're rolled up, because I don't feel like that's secure. Ideally, I'd want it rolled up another time, but then that would be far too high far too high up. I have a tattoo on my ankle, and in my idea, it's like if you can see my tattoo, they're too high up. But yeah, these are nice. I'm just not so sure in them for me, and then when I bend my legs, they're a bit tight and sitting down just wouldn't be comfortable. Next ones, let's go. This is where I'm starting to get frustrated. So these are the ASOS Design Relaxed Mom Jeans in mid blue, and they're a waist 32 and a length 34. So the last ones were switched. These are bigger. So these are a size down, and they are like so much bigger than the last ones, even though they're swapped. Lengthwise, they are nice. On the left side is how they come. On the right side, I've flipped them up one more time, which I prefer, but then I feel like they might be a little bit too short when I'm like moving, like the whole ankle's popping out when I'm like walking. They are really comfy in terms of the fit. In terms of like if I sit down, they feel like they'd be comfortable. There's loads of room around my waist. Tiny bit of gaping, but far too baggy around the crotch area, like above my quads. It's the crotch area, let's say how it is. Around here, far too baggy, and when like I move, I feel like you can see that it's baggy. And my quads, there is loads of room, so I don't know if maybe this is just too big of a size, even though it's a size down from the last one. Quite like the colour, very classic jean kind of colour. They feel nice, they don't feel as jeany as the last ones, if that makes sense. Like that feels like jean, whereas this feels more like smooth. It's not as rough as like proper jean, but it's not as smooth as like a stretchy jean. Hopefully that makes sense to everyone. I like the brown detailing on this. They've got the brown stitching down here and then around there, but overall, just not a fan. If I wore a belt, they'd probably sit there. Then there's way more gaping at the back. Just not thrilled with these. This isn't going as well, which I kind of expected. But anyway, let's get going. Let's move on to one that I've been like, one of the ones I'm feeling more hopeful for. We'll try the cargo jean, because I'm really hoping they're gonna fit me. These were a bit of a wild card on the sizing because they didn't have the size that I wanted in them. So these are actually a waist 36 and a length 32. I thought, you know, I'll try a 36 because some of the 34s haven't been fitting well. I might be a 36. With how these sizes have been all over the place, might be a 36. No. One nice thing about these though are they're elasticated at the back, which is lovely. Really, really nice. They feel nice. They don't feel, they do feel like a jean. They are very, very baggy, but who knows if that's because it's a 36 or because they're a baggy cargo. What are they called? ASOS Design Cargo Jean in green. So they're not labeled as baggy, so I'm gonna probably say it's because they're a 36, but I definitely say don't size up for these because they're literally falling down. There is belt loopholes, but this is literally like I could get a little tail out of it. They're really nice. I really like the colour, like really like the colour. I like the pockets on the side. I do really like these. I'm disappointed that they're not in my size. They're like a thin jean. I wouldn't say there's any give on them. They're very much like a, this is what you get. No stretch apart from the back where there is a ton of stretch. It's really nice. Lengthwise though, really nice. Again, 32 seems to be fitting me. I'm not entirely, anyway. I would definitely try these in a more correct sizing. They're really good. Just looking at them again though, I would say that like there's a lot of room here around the crotch again, but it's either not enough room on the crotch and it's going up places, or there's too much room, so we cannot win. Sticking with ASOS Design, these are ASOS Design Every Girl Flare in washed black. They are waist 32, length 34. First up, I'd probably say I wouldn't class this as washed black. Like these are black. I definitely wouldn't say they're washed black. Waist-wise, actual waist-wise, good. Fits quite nicely. Quads, tight. I can get to there, and then I can't get any higher. Crotch, when I get it up, so the waist's actually sitting a little bit low at the minute, because when I put them where my waist should be, you can see things. Like, you can see what's there. And whilst I don't particularly care, it doesn't really look good. So I'm gonna keep them a little bit further down so that we can't see my area. I'm not entirely sure what YouTube will let me say, so we're gonna go with area. Lengthwise, they're too long. So maybe I'm looking at a 32, which for 5'8", I was surprised at, but maybe a little long. If I'm wearing platforms, they'll be perfect. But I don't know, I can see like they're really, really pooling on my slippers, so maybe a little long. So I think maybe the crotch issue, we maybe need to go in a bigger size. So maybe like 34, 32, but then they didn't fit. I do like the flare though. I think that's really nice. I really like the way that it looks. And the black's lovely. Like I say, it's not washed black, but the black itself is actually really, really nice. I like them. No give on these ones. Not really stretchy. Pockets, medium. Not huge, but not like tiny. We have back pockets, belt loops, and it's a zip, which is great. So yeah, not a keeper I'm afraid because of the crotch issue, but they're nice. I really like the design of them. Right, now on to the ASOS Weekend Collective baggy fit jeans in mid blue wash, and these are a 14. These weren't in the waist and length section. I actually feel like these have been the most flattering on me. Again, they aren't perfect. They are riding up at the crotch again, but in terms of how they look, I think these are the ones that I like the most. They say baggy, but they are tight on my quads. Like there isn't really any give around my quads. Plenty of give when it gets to about here, which is quite nice. I think that's why I find them quite flattering. Like I do like them. They're not my favourite colour. They're a bit like blue, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but they're nice. Plenty of room for my pouch and no bagginess there. A little bit at the top of the quads. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's like the world being like, oh, your quads higher up. They aren't there. I don't know if that's meant to be, I don't know. The bagginess doesn't start until after my tummy, so I'm not entirely sure. Fit my waist really, really nicely. Like really, really nicely. They're not uncomfortable, apart from the crotch area. They have this weird stitching at the bottom. Like, I don't know if you can see here. It's only like a quarter across on both sides. I'm not really sure what that's about, but we'll go with it. I like them. The length is nice. I do like it. They'll pull how I want them to. They'll not drag on the floor. They're a really nice length. This is weird. I seem to be doing better in the size 14s than the length and waist ones. How strange. The pockets are massive. They're huge. Like they look big. And then massive. We love a big pocket, like, oh yeah. I like them. I just, unfortunately, they're not comfortable around the crotch again. They're just completely riding up. But I think these have been my favourites so far. Right, ASOS Design Tall High-Rise Farley Slim Mom Jeans in washed black, waist 32, length 36. So these are the only tall ones that I went for. I think they're definitely too tall, so I'm definitely not in the tall section. I can just tell by the torso. Like, I can see that the torso part is just far too tall. It's nice because it doesn't ride up in the crotch, but then it doesn't look right. Like there's load of excess material that's pooling around here that makes it just look funny. I like where it sits up here though, but if I sit it there and then pull down so there's no pooling, it feels like I'm wearing drop pants. Like there's a good like inch between my jean and my crotch. So I think maybe just a bit too tall, and I did have to roll them up, which is nice because it means I've rolled them up and they're still the right length. So if I want to roll them up, I think I'm gonna have to stick with a 34 and just not roll them too much. But yeah, in terms of the jean themselves, waist is nice. Like they fit really nicely apart from this weird pooling thing. Around my quads, a little bit tight. I can get a bit further, but still like not great. If I sat down, all right, because the crotch is loose, it's fine. But I could deal with that like level of tightness around my quads. Very standard jean, no give. Feel like a jean. The black is nice. I'd say this is more of a washed black compared to the flares. Like I don't know if you can see because of the lighting, but this is more a deep black than that. Like this is a washed black, that's a black black. I think I like the fit. They are kind of straight leg, but apparently they are mum jean. I think mum jeans are on their way out now though. Like people aren't liking them as much. So I don't know, but I don't know. I just feel like they don't do much for my figure in like straight legged. I'm not sure. You guys will have to give me feedback on which jeans I should try. Again, flattening out my bum. It feels like all the ones that are tight on my quads are tight on my bum. Like I can feel my bums being pushed downwards and there's like pooling underneath my bum. So yeah, just not a great fit on these either. I've got two left and I'm going to explain them a little bit because there is a skinny jean and there's an hourglass fit jean. So skinny jean. I am a goth at heart and I wear gothy outfits sometimes. I need a skinny jean. I like skinny jeans. I love what they make my figure look like. I'm not saying I'm going to wear them all the time, but for some outfits, a skinny jean still does work. Hourglass, I thought because of my quads, it is for bigger hips, which I'm worried is going to make the pooling worse. But I thought, you know what, I'm struggling. I'm going to give them a try. So I think we'll do the skinny jean first and then we'll go for the hourglass. Right, so these are ASOS Design skinny jeans in clean black and they're a 32-34. I really thought when I bought, these were going to be my safe pair, and I thought ASOS bought Topshop. They'll have their skinny jeans, like Joni jeans. Joni jeans were the elite jeans. If you are Gen Zers and you never had the skinny jeans thing, Joni jeans, elite. I was wrong. They haven't replicated the Joni jean whatsoever. These are jeans that are skinny. Oh my god, do they feel awful? They are not nice. There is, if you wore skinny jeans that weren't Joni jeans or similar to had stretch, no wonder you didn't like the skinny jean trend. These are awful. They are so tight, but with no stretch whatsoever, so they're just itchy, clingy, and these, the sizing, horrific. Like, they are tight yet loose in all the wrong places. So they're up my crotch. The waist, it's not like way too small, but too small. Up the crotch is when you put, there's a little bit of pooling at the top. They are loose under my knees. Like, how is that even a thing? Like, I can't, because they're so tight around my quads and around my shins, I can't get that excess up anywhere. Like, I've been trying to pull them up, they won't go anywhere. Why are they loose below my knee? And they're, like I say, are so tight, they're itchy. These are awful. Like, why, if you bought Topshop, why wouldn't you just replicate the Joni jean? I'm pretty confident I didn't see the Joni jean, because I know some people are going to be like, why didn't you just buy them? I couldn't find them. One thing I will say, the black's lovely. It is a black jean, like a really good colour. See about the pockets. Pockets are a good size, really good size. But oh, nah, not a fan of these. Don't like them. God, and are they? I can feel they're squishing my bum. Where's my arse gone? I promise I do have some sort of glutes. Let's move on to the next ones. I'm hoping the Hourglass ones are going to save it. If not, I'm really sorry that this was an unsuccessful haul. But, like I say, in all my hauls, this isn't about me and how it fits me. This is how it fits you. I am just going to get changed on camera while I'm talking because I don't care. So if you see something and you're like, oh, that's a bit small on Sarah, but I'm 5'7", so they might fit me. Amazing. That's exactly what I do these hauls for. Take what I say, evaluate it as to whether that's something that bothers you or would be different on you, and you then use that to buy your own purchases. And just because I'm petty, I do have glutes. That's how big my quads are as well. Like, if I put that there, like, can you see? They're not huge, but they're deceptively big that way. From this way, looks like I've got none. This way, they do pop a little bit, so they are a bit bigger. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out, these have gone up all weird because they were hard to take off. And whilst on that vein, if you saw something and you were like, ooh, they look nice, but I was like, no, they don't fit correctly, that is opinion. If you like them, get them. Right, let's try these last ones. These are the ASOS DESIGN Hourglass Relaxed Mom Jeans in mid blue, 32-34. I actually feel like these are the most successful ones yet. They are a bit of a funny fit still, but they're better than the rest of them. I can feel there's room in the hips that I do not have, but I don't feel like it looks horrific. Like, it kind of, I don't know, it lets my hips breathe a little bit and then adds a little bit of something as well. Like, I actually find that bit a bit flattering. It's here that I'm not so sure on. Again, it's baggy, there's loads of room, but I actually feel like it sits better on me. Like, even though there's room, it feels like it sits better and doesn't look like, why is there loads of excess material on it? Like, if I pull these up, put a belt on, they look good. Like, I like them. They look really nice. Loads of room on my quads, which is nice. I have rolled them up 3 times as well, and they sit really nicely. I think 34 is my length. Really like the colours of these ones. I think these are definitely the most successful. I do think they are a little bit too baggy, because when I turn to the side, my bum's just kind of hidden because there's so much excess around the bum. But that's fine. I'd rather have it like hidden because there's excess material than have it flattened because they're too small. So yeah, yeah, these are the best out of all of them. I think I'll try maybe doing more Hourglass. Please give me feedback if you think that I'm wearing these and they are not designed for me, or if you think this is my fit and I should try some more Hourglass ones. That is all of them. That wasn't successful. If anybody has any feedback on any of them and also suggestions of where to find good jeans, I would appreciate it. If you have semi-big quads and have tried fit jeans and think they would be appropriate for me, I would really appreciate hearing it, because like I say, I've never thought that I've needed them because my quads aren't huge. Let me know if anyone's tried them and if they're actually good, because the only reviews I've seen have been ads, so let me know. If you'd like me to do another haul in this Hourglass set. Also comment, because I might do it if there's requests for it. If not, I probably won't, but if there's requests for it, I 100% will. If you enjoyed this, I do hauls semi-regularly. I will leave the playlist above, or it'll probably be on the end screen. I try and do like responsible hauls, so I don't do them too often. I only do them for clothes that I genuinely need. And this is my body, so if you think that this body kind of represents you, there's hauls in other types of clothing. And like I say, I'm very open to requests, so if you have any requests, leave them below. If you did enjoy this video or find it useful, please leave this video a like. It really helps to grow my channel. It lets YouTube know that you kind of like this video, and then it pushes it to more people. And then there's more chance of them finding it and then grow my channel, and then I can do more hauls and more exciting videos. So any likes, comments, shares, subscribe would be greatly appreciated. But even if you don't do any of that, moving slowly forward. Thank you so much for watching, but I shall hopefully see you in another video. Bye.